All right, well, happy October 16th. This is Greg Rex. I'm excited to be doing the Jedi presentation this week for Connect. This is a AI workshop. We're going to be talking about the new BlockBot AI that's coming out. Some of you may have heard about it. If not, hopefully you're excited to see what's going on. A little bit of background on myself. I am a serial entrepreneur. Started 11 different businesses. Some of them are still up and running. A few of them I started with Jim Bunch, who you might recognize the name. Jim is the CEO of Connect United and this whole BlockBot movement that we're doing. And he and I are really good friends. I was the best man in his wedding, and we've been through a bunch of businesses together. So when I heard what he was doing, I got really excited because I knew that this was a big space. Like it was coming, the tidal wave of AI and blockchain was coming. And I was sitting on the sidelines. I was sitting on the beach watching, and I needed to get in the water and start paddling. And so he invited me to come in. I've been doing some projects with him, and I've really loved this community because it's taken me from curious to confident. And I'm almost to the point where I'm fluent. I'm working with people that are ahead of me, so I'm learning as I go, but I'm really excited to share what's going on here. So I'm going to pull up my screen and give you guys a little visual and walk you through. Oh, one more person just coming on board. Let them in. Okay, here we go. All right, share screen. All right. So you guys can see the PowerPoint or the presentation slides. Thumbs up. Cool. All right. So this is an AI workshop presentation, and really we're talking about AI and the future is here. It's the cat's out of the bag. If you're not paying attention to what's going on with AI, it surprises me. But I think for you to be on this call, you're probably at least curious. Maybe you're already a pro user and you're using it a lot. We're going to talk about the difference between centralized AI that's controlled by a handful, maybe 20 to 30 big companies in the world and those billionaires that own it, or something that's owned by the community, owned by us. So we always start our presentations with our disclaimers because we really take a very high standard on making sure that we're playing by the rules, playing above the line. You can take a screenshot of that, but I'm just going to summarize. The summary is that we are going to have some forward-looking statements. I'm going to talk about not only where we are, a little bit about where we've come from, but I'm also going to focus more on where we're going. So there will be some forward-looking statements, but I'm not going to make any earning claims or promises. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just going to share my journey and a couple of the people I've worked with, what their journey has been. But one of the things you're going to learn today on the digital, on the Learn to Earn is our digital rewards are not for speculation. They are for utility. That means they're real world use cases and values. Like I'm getting beef delivered tomorrow from Regeneron Farm from the Grow blockchain. That's a real use case. So the other thing is we want you to do your own research. We're going to make available to you if you don't have information on how to find the white papers, FAQs. We have lots of information, and you can reach out to the person who invited you. But really, this is an educational workshop to get you information so that you can make good decisions and you can decide, how do I want to get involved? How can I participate? And the nodes and the blockchains are governed by the DGF, which is Distributed Governance Framework, which is a very high level integrity platform that we follow. So we are playing by all the rules. That's why we start every call with these disclaimers. All right, got that out of the way. Now let's talk about something fun, surfing. AI is taking over. There's no question about it. It's affecting every industry. So how can we survive and thrive? How can we ride this wave? How can we get in front of this wave? We're going to talk about what smart people are doing to go from worrying about AI, because there are some really, serious things to think about. There are some threats to be, we're not like, you know, worried for nothing. There are some consequences to AI. But what can we do to manage it? What can we do to steer it in the right direction? So in the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to go over how to use AI, how to cut time, save money, how to learn about BlockBot so you can create a digital assistant, meaning it gets to know you and it works for you instead of a big brother that's listening in and eavesdropping on you. And we're going to discover a system that rewards you for learning about AI and sharing it. And we're going to talk about how you can join the world's first AI blockchain movement. And you got something big coming up in the next couple of months. So AI, here's this quote. I work with a lot of health professionals, a lot of doctors to be specific, and they are worried about AIs and robots replacing them. And I think that that's a bit of a stress, especially in the short term. Yes, there's going to be millions of jobs that people are going to lose, but I think the real shift is who those people that use AI will be able to stay in the workforce and to be more productive than people who stick their head. So for you being on this call, instead of sticking your head in the sand, that tells me a lot about you. But there are real fears that it's going to steal our job, that we're going to lose our creativity. They're already seeing that when kids delegate the thinking to AI and they don't involve, they don't have good retention, they don't have good comprehension. So we will lose our privacy. That's a big one. These big corporations, they're taking our data. So we have a lot of security issues and privacy issues to think about. And those are real. And even worse, the big one is like, what if AI goes wrong? What if we get the Terminator effect and the AI wants to kill us? They want to turn us into batteries. So the real question is like, who is building the AI? Do you trust the programmers? Do you trust the people that are what the data that's being put in? Because garbage in, garbage out, right? Who owns the data? Are you being farmed and harvested and is your data being sold? Or is this privacy? Is the blockchain protecting you? That's what I love about what we're doing. And what about our human connection? And that's what I love about this community is like, yes, we're high tech, but we're also high touch. We do a lot of events, we do a lot of personal development, we do a lot of things that are values driven. Like our values are what is the glue that holds us together. So the reality is yes, AI can boost, and we're going to show you examples of how it's automating things and increasing productivity. It can automate simple things that would take a lot of time. So you can focus on bigger and more important things. So if you can prioritize, it can be great, which can be an enhancer, and it can really enhance our lives. And we're already seeing relevance. We're already seeing where, doctors are diagnosing more accurate, quicker. Entrepreneurs are able to dream bigger and start things quicker without having to have hundreds and millions of dollars. They can start businesses on tens of thousands of dollars. And the future is they're looking at when you could have $1 billion entity run by one person and AI. That's a reality that they're starting to see. So here's the question I want to close this slide with. What if AI could be designed in a responsible way that aligned with our values, and we had clear rules and truthful ethical training so the AI was actually seeking truth instead of making stuff up and hallucinating, and we could make that AI personalized to you and then make it easy and accessible to lots of people. That's our mission. That's what we're trying to do here at Connect. Because the old way is broken. The way that people have been doing it for a long time, it's kind of like they're holding on to it, but it's not working. Like it's only working for a small amount of people, the big systems, the banking systems, all the systems that we're going to disrupt. And AI is interrupting all of those industries and all the things that we're doing with blockchain. When you combine AI, the power of blockchain and AI, you get the best of both worlds. We call that Web 4.0. So I'm going to take you online right now and show you what the BlockBot can do, the BlockBot AI. I'm going to give you a quick little tour. But maybe I want to see if people can put in the chat. Those of you that already have an AI subscription, tell me if you do and how often you use it. Like a couple times a day, a couple times a week. So put in, do you have a subscription and how often do you use it? I just want to get a feel for how experienced some of the people on this call are tonight. Couple times a day, awesome. A few times a week, Kathy, okay. GPT at least twice a week for 6 months. Okay, starting to see it. Yes, multiple times a week. Okay, good. So we're all kind of in that early stage, myself included. Like I've been using AI for about a year, and I started blockchain with this community about a year ago. And so some of these things that are listed here, you probably have done. You maybe had an idea for a product, or you wanted to write a post, or you wanted to start a conversation, or you wanted to do some goal setting or analyze your finances. So all those things are easily done. And I want to show you our AI platform. So anyone who goes to connectunited.com and gets a wallet, anyone can get a free BlockBot Mini. And the way that you can be involved in this community, there's different levels. So there's a community of users, and those are people that have a free wallet, and maybe they're buying some tokens, or maybe they're using some of the products and services. Maybe they're using an R-Link platform, or maybe they're using Switch rewards cards, or maybe they're using the Galvin. So there's different projects that people can use. And you can have a free BlockBot Mini just by somebody inviting you to. And we have an invitation that I'll show you how to do that. But basically, when you log into your BlockBot and you set it up, and you have either a BlockBot Mini, which is free, it's only $1 a month currently. It's a $500 value, but we're giving it away for free because it's in our alpha stage. So only a handful of us who are on the cruise ship or are this Jedi sales teams and some of the brand presidents actually have access to alpha. Alpha right now is we're testing it out. About a week from now, next Thursday, we should be launching beta. When that happens, anyone who has a BlockBot Mini that's running or a BlockBot Pro, a full node, they will log into the same page and they will come in and they will see, good afternoon, Kathy. Good afternoon, David. You'll have, this will be your login. And just like any AI, you have Ask Me Anything, which is where you start right here. And you can ask it questions and you can go in and you can do some searches and you can create a conversation, right? But what's unique about this, so let's just let me pop in a prompt here. I'm working on a prompt. Let me see if I can. There we go. I got a little prompt here. I wrote it out and it's I'm just going to type it in here. So this is a prompt. Help me draft a strategic marketing plan with 3 to 4 big problems having an LLM AI subscription can solve. So one thing I want to talk about is there's 3 letters. If you could write this down, this is like a first 101 coaching for how to use AI. It's PIE, prompts, iterations, and add your experience. We're going to start with the prompt. So the better you write the prompt, the better you clarify. Like I put in, okay, what is it? It's a strategic marketing plan with 3 to 4 big problems that having an LLM, which is a large language model AI subscription, can solve. So it's, if I type that in, it's going to start thinking and it's going to start going out to just like any other Grok or ChatGPT. It goes out and it searches its database and it starts coming up with a suggestion, an idea for me how to do this, how to answer that question that I'm posing. So while it's thinking, um, it's there it goes. It's starting to feed me the answer. Okay, below is a ready to use strategic marketing plan. Executive summary. The goal, using LL, a long language model subscription to accelerate growth, reduce time to market, all the things we talked about, improve personalization and analytics. So it gives me a time frame. Let's see what the 4 big problems are. The 4 big problems: content, scale, speed, and consistency. The problem: marketing needs volumes of high quality content, blogs, landing pages, and it's expensive. Solution: AI can generate drafts, emails, variations. So this is exactly what we're talking about here. I'm using it to create a marketing plan to share what I'm sharing with you guys. Do you see that? This PowerPoint that we use, the presentation that we're sharing, was made from AI generated. So there's all these different things that we can do already. Some of them you know about, some of them like you probably, if you've used one of these chats, you notice that there's this icon here, which is a clock with a circle on it. And when you get that, that takes you to your chat history. And so, for example, we have these different areas that you can go. You can start a new chat right here by just clicking the plus button. You can get to your chat history. You can go to your brain, which is super cool. One of the unique features about our BlockBot AI is we get to train it. We get to educate it. We get to put in a web page or put in a website, or we could put in information about ourselves. So let's say if I can do, um, so I'm just going to put something about myself so that it's a memory. Gregory Navy Corman from 1987 to 1991. and I add that memory. So now that memory is going to go in and it's going to know about me. And I could upload, Greg is a best-selling author. I could actually put the PDF of my book, upload it into as a file. That feature is going live tonight. You can put in memories, you can put in websites, you can add different things so that this AI gets to know you, gets to think like you, starts like, thinking and knowing your preferences. So that's the brain. It's getting to know me, the knowledge base. Underneath that, we have spaces. I have multiple businesses. One of the things that I believe in is following my passions, and I have multiple passions and I have multiple businesses that I run. So, for example, the Connect BlockBot, I have projects that are in there. I've got a sales training and AI workshop that I'm working on, and inside there, I have different conversations, different searches that I'm looking at. So you can sort by project, you can sort within the project, you can add a new project, and you can save your chat. So, for example, with this chat here, help me draft a strategic marketing thing. That has to do, so I click on it, I highlight it, come over here to these three buttons, and I say, I want to edit this chat, and I want to call this is marketing AI subscription, and I'm going to put it in my AI workshop container, right? So now I'm organizing my thoughts. I'm training my AI, I'm doing stuff for it. So if I go back some of the fun ones that I've done before, let's see. Um, Help me come up with a few fun, this was a good one, a personal one. Help me come up with a few fun family date night ideas. My stepdaughter is 15 years old and loves books and food. So notice that when you write something down, and it came up with some great ideas, book night, the theme dinner, bookstore cafe crawl, move book and movie night, cookbook challenge. This could be fun. We'll should probably do this weekend. She's coming over. I'll pick a book and we'll pick a theme and I'll cook one night, she'll cook another night. So these are just great, fun little things. But you can also do really like significant business things. You can write a business plan. You can search. I was just doing some search on investing on for example, with Bitcoin and different cryptocurrencies. You can just put this thing to work for you. It can do a lot of work for you. So that's the AI part of it. It's right here when you log in. The next thing that's coming is we're going to be able to very soon, right? Again, right now we're in alpha. So we are kicking it, we're trying it, we're using it, we're finding out what we like, we're reporting bugs. We're saying, oh, I would love it if it could do this. We're reporting suggestions that we like. But right now, it's still an alpha. And beta means it's going to be free to everyone on this call or anyone who has a BlockBot Mini. You'll get a free subscription for about a month and a half until December 13th. I'll explain that later. So that's coming soon. All we ask is that you give us feedback. And pretty soon you're going to be able to come in here and use the microphone and just speak to it and say, hey, tell me and look at all my impact blockchain rewards. Who has brought in the most new people this month? And it can go into my data and can sort. Now, right now, you can still go through here. You can go through your all the different things. You can go to your wallet. You can get your NFTs. Like these are all the NFTs that I've earned from Earn to Learn. We got one today. If you want to do Earn to Learn, you can go to the Connect social impact platform. You can see here we have our essential feed, our Connect feed, our gather events. Oh, I love the Connect events. I think I want to highlight that. This is the one we're on right now, the AI workshop. But every day, today at 4 o'clock, we have an AMA, Learn to Earn. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., we have a community AMA. AME stands for Ask Me Anything. And we know that you're probably, if you're newer like me, you're drinking from a fire hose and you're trying to learn new words, new concepts, new things. That's why this academy is so important because you can learn live from these live events, but we also have the weekly Earn to Learn Academy. We have our AI Academy, which is coming soon. For those of you that do get into the beta, or if you're in the alpha, here's where we report things. So we go to AI Academy, we go to feedback, and we upload if we have any bugs or have any issues or questions. So this is me and Jim uploading our questions and our things. So we need everyone to get in there and use it. So that's the real call to action is we need people to get in here and use this platform. Check it out, try it out, tell us what's working. And what you can do is like
Hey Siri.
the thing that we want to also start doing soon is inviting. How do you share this? So if you have your wallet set up and you want to share it, you just go to viral invite, have a little conversation with them, tell them what that you're sending them a video so they can check it out and be a part of this alpha if they want to check out a free BlockBot Mini. You go over here, you pick your invite, you put in their contact information, it sends it right along to them, and then you can see who has set up a wallet, who hasn't set up a wallet. If they're in process, you can follow up with them. And this is a great way to track those people that you're sharing the system with. Then, as they sign up, you can actually see the impact of those shares. You go to your impact blockchain and you can see, okay, I've got 4 blocks. That means 4 different levels of people on my team. On the first block, I've got 34 people. There's David Miller. He's right at the top there. He's got 16 block bots and he's done 17 invites and 17 connections. You can see the people who are inviting and who are not inviting. And you can also do a give. You can actually give them rewards. You can send them win. You can send them tokens. So this is a great way to kind of see who's doing what on your team. This is your impact. The ripple, we also say. It's like if I tell someone and tell someone, and who are we impacting as we ripple through this community? All right, so let me see if there's any original win node. I bought original win node, which became a BlockBot. Correct. Yes, that's right. I will have which level access to our AI. So anyone who has a full node, that's what we call the nodes. So if we go in here, I'll go to my nodes, and so you can see that there's 2 different types of nodes. We have a full win node, which is, as you just mentioned, it's called BlockBot now because it's more than just a node. It's got this AI and it's got this whole platform connected to it. And there's 2 types of win nodes. There's a light node, which we call the BlockBot Mini, and then there's the full smart node. So I've got 7 smart nodes and 1 light node. And one of my nodes, 6 of them are win, and one of them is grow. So what's cool about being in this community, when you start sharing and you're actually bringing people into the community, you start having level 1 and level 2 referrals, you get rewarded for that, and you get what are called node rewards. So I want to share real quickly what that looks like, and then we're going to kind of wrap it up, and I'm going to tell you how you can get involved. So if you're at Impact BlockBot, you get a distribution of these different projects that we have, Switch and Win and Rally and Green and Element. And I only own 2 nodes. I own 1 Grow and a bunch of Win or block bots. But I'm getting these referrals, I'm getting these distributions because I'm in the top 20 or the top 50. So by owning a node, you get a percentage of all the tokens from that community. So all the sales made in the Win community, I get a percentage of that. And because I was in the top 500, the top 5,000, the top 50,000, I get more distributions. So I'm getting all these extra distributions, even from projects like Green that I don't own a node in, but I'm getting hundreds and hundreds and thousands of tokens in my rewards. So it's important for those of you that want to maximize the opportunity to get involved, start playing with it, start using it, go to the academies, learn how to save more time, learn how to be more efficient with your time. There's people that are saving tens and they're replacing whole departments. I've had for 7 years, I've had a virtual assistant. In the last year, I'm using ChatGPT. I've only missed her a couple of times because the system does a lot of the work for me. So there's lots of time savings. I did a business plan that would have taken me weeks, it may be months to do. I did it in one afternoon. So the stuff that we can do with this is pretty powerful. So how do you get these results? You really want to get into it more than just more than a system, like having just AI on your phone. We want you to think about having this whole ecosystem to support your AI subscription. Your AI subscription is just one piece of BlockBot. A, When you get even a free BlockBot Mini, you'll have access to our AI Academy, our basics, our AI basics, and our blockchain essentials. So you're going to have free, professionally done, highly qualified educators, people that are teaching us that I think we can trust, people that are actually doing it right. You're going to hands-on tools and templates and things that you can access from our social impact platform. You have live events that I just talked about, and you'll be able to join our platform and meet people from all over the world. We have great community. So that value for a mastermind or a community like that, where you're educating, you're learning online and live and in community, that'd be at least a $4,000 investment. We're calling this our social impact platform, where we're connecting with people. I showed you that earlier, where we have all the academies and we have the feeds and the different communities. This is a way we can collaborate with people all across the country, peer to peer. We're sharing ideas with each other. It's a full-on mastermind. We are really trying to help each other. That would be another $1,000 investment. Then, if you get your AI subscription, what if you had AI that instead of just only paying for it every month, you got rewarded for using it? You got rewarded for sharing it. That's what this BlockBot is going to do. If you have a mini, you're only going to get rewards like a couple a day. It's 1/100th of a full smart node. A smart node is usually 200 tokens a day, but a BlockBot mini is only two. So it's 1/100th. But it does get you in the game. It gives you a chance to start training your digital twin, your digital you, and start uploading your documents and your information about your knowledge base, your brain. You can start creating spaces and projects, and you can organize your business, your life. Start using all these features, and every day you will get a little bit if you're a miner, if you're a BlockBot Mini. Now we're going to be selling the BlockBot Mini and this subscription for $500 in the future. Right now it's free because it's in beta. It's an alpha and beta stage. So that's a $500 value. So if you add all that up, we're really creating a full system. Academy, $4,000. The global community would be $1,000 for the social impact platform. The BlockBot Mini, $500. All that's worth $5,500, and you basically get it for free for the time being. The reason is because we have something special happening. And what we're trying to do is we're going to try to break the Guinness Book of World Records. And so we're gearing everything up to finish the beta, to finish the alpha, to work through the kinks, to work out the bugs. And then on December 13th, we're going to do a global event. And we want to invite you guys to be there for that. This is a chance for us to expose the world to the BlockBot AI subscription. So what we're going to have is we're going to have this summit, and it's going to have, right now we're in 175 countries. Our goal is to get to a 195. Get them all. Let's get a Zoom from anywhere in the world, every country in the planet. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a live event down in San Diego. It's very exclusive. It'll be 40 people. It's in a big fancy studio. It's one of those, Tony Robbins style studios where you get to have like all the different people from Florida, from you know Northwest, from Hawaii, from Australia, from San Diego. We're gonna have people zooming in, and all these Zooms on the back will be different rooms, different people zooming in from all over, and we'll be able to interact with each other. We're gonna have a full day of overviews of what is it, how to use it, all the different projects, all the different brand presidents. What's Give doing? What's Switch doing? What's Element doing with mining? What's Grow doing? They have the new land NFTs and they have new cow NFTs. So we're going to learn about all these different projects, and it'll be a day-long summit. And this is going to be free for most people. Most people will be able to get for free. We will have some NFTs and some incentives so people can go in different ways. Some people can even go live. There's going to be 40 high-end VIP if they want to really go and meet everyone and be there live. There's an upgrade for that too. So we'll have NFTs. So just if you think about this isn't just a new piece of technology. This is a movement. This is a parallel economy. I'm super excited to say that I'm about 20% unplugged from the matrix. If you think about it right now, when I get on YouTube or Facebook or any of those apps, I know that Big Brother's listening. Even on this Zoom call, Big Brother's listening. I don't like that. I would rather buy my beef from a regenerative farmer that I know is working hard to clear the water, the soil, the air, and the animals and do a holistic thing than to give my money to Whole Foods, which is going to go right to Jeff Bezos and Amazon. So it's like I'm unplugging from the matrix and we're building a parallel economy. I know people, you've probably seen Skippy T and John and some of these guys, they've been unplugged and we're living exclusively 100% of their world in crypto. They're not really needing the old world anymore. They've unplugged and now they have this autonomy, this freedom. And that's what I love about this community, our values. Our values are trust, learning, giving, transparency, impact, action. And so we're trying to make impact in all these energy, food, healthcare, banking, gaming. And so this is a chance for those of us that want to be leaders and you don't mind, uh, actually the opportunity is to get in early, get in now when it's not perfect. Because if you come in a year from now, 2 years from now, it's kind of like you might have missed the boat. So this is an opportunity for us that are early adopters that want to be leaders and want to share this with people. And we're willing to give that feedback. We want you in our community. We want beta to give us their feedback. After the beta phase, the price will go up to $500 for the subscription. It'll be an annual subscription. So what we want you to do is to get in there and play with this. Right now, the best thing you can do is if you don't already have a BlockBot, you won't have access to the AI until next week. So anyone who is not in the early alpha stage, you're in there now, you're playing with it now. Those of us that are not on next week will be announced that once you just log in, you'll have your BlockBot AI sitting there ready for you to start playing with. And all we ask you to do to get this free access is to claim your BlockBot Mini. So whoever invited you, they're going to send you a link. And in that link, it's going to tell you how to set up your wallet, your password. You need your email, password, and a passcode, which is different. It's really going to be important that you secure those in a safe space because what's unique about our wallets is it's a non-custodial wallet, means you own it. The good news is that you own it and you can do the transactions. If there's digital currency in there, you can make it instantly. If it's a custodial wallet, you have to wait for them to approve it. So that's the difference between our wallets. But the downside to having a non-custodial wallet is you're responsible for that 12 seed phrase. So you have to secure it, put it somewhere safe that you don't lose it. So the person who invites you, they'll get you a link. If you need more information, we have some educational videos. We have Learn to Learn coming up. We have all kinds of classes where you can learn. Register for the Impact Summit on December 13th. Get that in there. Once you're logged in and you get your access to your BlockBot AI, go in there, start playing with it, and go to the academy. Watch the first few classes in the academy so you can understand the lingo. And then start inviting friends. Because if you have friends that can get in here early with you, they can learn with us. That's the best thing to do is to get people in the game, let them get their feet wet, let them experience the community. I think that's the best part about this. The technology is amazing, but the community is really what has me sold. So the moment you join in, you're not just learning about building your own future, you're learning about how to shape this whole future for everyone. You're going to be a part of creating a parallel infrastructure, a parallel ecosystem that's owned by us, that's not controlled by those big top 23 companies in the world. And you're going to be doing something that we get to influence the direction of this technology. How are we going to do it? We're trying to make positive impact. We're trying to help all these different industries. We're trying to disrupt these industries. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll open it up for a few questions. We got a few minutes left here. Um, get with the person who invited you. Get your free link to get your BlockBot Mini. Activate that, or get a full BlockBot Pro for $2,500. Do that too. If you do that, either way, on next week you'll get access to the free limited time subscription. On December 13th, the freebies are going away, and now it's a chance for anyone who likes it to upgrade and get a full subscription for a year. All right, so that's the presentation. I'm going to stop the recording now, and I am going to just open it up for chat and see if anyone has. Let me check the chat here. I can't wait. Julie, awesome. Joe, do I have to create a wallet in each project to receive rewards after I become the BlockBot? Joe, if you did set it up in the initial stage, there is a way of setting up what's called a linked account where you set up one wallet and it links to every other project. So if you did that, you should be good to go. If not, there is a way to activate those other wallets, and you may not get with the person who invited you, Joe, and see if check your BlockBot and see if you did a linked setup where you have all the wallets. And if not, if you send your email in, they can usually have the support team can activate all those wallets. Because what's easier if you can is then you only have one seed phrase for all of these wallets. You have one password, one login, and one seed phrase for all of your wallets. That's the easiest way because then you don't have to have 12 different pieces of papers to manage. All right. Anything else? Can't wait. Julie, any other questions? Please feel free to come off mute. Ask any questions. Does everyone know that Earn to Learn is coming up in 20 minutes? So if you don't know, go to your social impact platform, go to the Connect events, and you'll see that there's a social, the Earn to Learn is coming up, and they're going to have, of every week, they have a prize. Basically, if you watch the video, pass the quiz, and submit your form, you can get up to minimum of $200 per week for your Earn to Learn. So that's one of the big benefits of being a full BlockBot, having a full BlockBot versus a mini, is you get the free Earn to Learn. And if you do that every week, like I do, you get 200 a week, 200 times 52 weeks, that's $10,400. And since I have 7 BlockBots, I take the test once and I get 7 times 200, or sometimes it's 500 a week. So you're getting for every BlockBot that you're running, you get to Earn to Learn for each of those BlockBots. So that's a good thing to know.
I do have a question if you don't mind
Sure, Joe, go for it.
for Joe. Hey, so with the block bots, now called block bot, there's different levels of AI, I understand. So I will have the pro access for a year. Is that correct?
Yeah, you will have the full BlockBot and all the benefits that come with it, including Earn to Learn. But on the 13th, when we launch, you will have to upgrade $500, and that'll get you the AI subscription and a foundations node. So you're already set with your BlockBot, but the AI subscription is going to be free for the trial period, and then after that, we all need to upgrade 500 bucks.
Okay, so 500 gets the free, I'm sorry, not free, gets the AI Pro subscription.